I'm gonna play this game called My Sweet Housemate, and he's not sweet. He shit ain't sweet here, okay? He's salty, he might be. I have this tendency to like things that look cute, but then they're actually not. So like, you know, you'll see right now when I open the menu, it's like so cute. The drawing is so cute, but then he's a little suspicious, you know? He's a little suspicious. Ooh, I'm so okay. We're going to it. We're just diving in, guys. Look at it like it's so. So as we can see, there's hands. There's hands with bones, and there's pot with blood. Do. I'm just saying, it might get a little weird here, okay? Guys, get ready. We're about to get wrecked. In-house listing search. User 369. Let's go. Room 15. 318 William Avenue. 550 a month. God damn. In this economy, single room, shared kitchen, shared bathroom, no deposit. No deposit is kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie. One room apartment at. Wait a minute. We're gonna have a roommate, but it's one room. I already don't like it. Oh my god. One room apartment, no deposit. 1 year minimum. All right. I guess let's get name. All right. We are trash. Okay. Hello. Am I a fucking clanker, bro? I don't know. I'm just saying right off the bat. I don't know shit about this. I don't know anything about this game other than the roommate. I don't know if he's the roommate. The person that you live with is insane. That's all I know, and that's all it took for me to buy this game. Also, I played on YouTube that last YouTube video I posted with the guy with the red hair. The person that made that game is the person that made this game, but that game was a demo, and this game is an actual game. You know, so you tiredly wait for the application to go through before you shut your old laptop with a sigh. This ancient thing that has clearly seen better days somehow already managed to start hyperventilating after you open a couple of tabs. That happens with my MacBook, I'm not gonna lie. You promptly put it in your backpack as you lean back in your seat. You can't help but let out a sour chuckle. Anyone else would probably find this old worn down diner seat extremely uncomfortable, but you don't have the luxury of complaining. Unaware of your own actions, you start anxiously fidgeting with your phone, silently praying to all the possible gods out there that your application will be approved. 9, 10. At this point, you've been homeless for 11 months, bro. Nah, I just end it, bro. We're cooked. In 11 months of your homelessness, the housing prices only went up. In this economy, yeah, it'd be like that, making it practically impossible for you to find anything affordable at this point. You frantically searched every house website, hoping to at least get some shitty room, but nothing was ever even nearly your price range. Dude, it'd be like that in the town I live in. The cheapest, I think, apartment is like $700 or $600, but it comes with like nothing. It's literally just the rooms. Like um there's no fucking toilet. Like, and then the ones that are like move-in ready, they're like $1,000 to $2,000, and it's like, why would I pay like $200, $300 less to not have a toilet, to not have a fridge, to not have like literally anything, and then just $200 or $300 more, and then you have everything, but it's still like just not affordable for like a person. It's crazy. But this listing was everything you could have asked for. New Jersey is worse. Oh my god. At least you guys get paid more over there, bro. We got the fucking 720, 750 over here, minimum wage. Like, save us. Sure, it is shady as hell. No deposit, no required credit history. There aren't even any pictures. As a cherry on top, you have to live with some random guy. See, it's a one-room apartment and you're living with a random guy? Like, You were so eager to get it first too that you didn't even ask for a tour. If anything, you're almost entirely sure that it's probably some old shit or even worse, a human trafficking trap. Y'all, um I fear this is what it's going to be. But you're already at the point where you don't even care. You feel like you'll go insane if you have to spend another night out on the streets. You shudder at the memories. Yeah, anything is better than that. Ooh. You can swear your heart skips a beat as your phone lights up with a new notification on the home screen. It's an email from the housing website. Could it be? You impatiently unlock your phone, somehow managing to enter your password incorrectly twice before you do. You quickly locate the email app and anxiously start reading. While busy with your grandiose brain cursing session, you almost skip another notification that quickly floats to your phone screen. It is another email. I swear to God, it's another ad. But it isn't. It's an email sent by whoever posted the room listing. Why did he reply so fast? That's scary, actually. The first thing you note is its ridiculous length. It's short, too short. In fact, there's 3 lines, 2 of them being Dear Trash and BR. Oh my god, that fucking scared me. BR Song Min Kim, the name of the original poster. The middle line just says, if you come to the apartment to sign the contract within 30 minutes, I'll give you the key. Bro, that's sus as hell! What do you mean? Now you're entirely sure that your heart is skipping at least 30 beats a minute. You immediately spring from your seat, grabbing your backpack on the way before your attention is caught by a sad small cup of unfinished coffee on the table. Squeezing your lips with rising guilt, you quickly grab and drink the cold remnants before putting it back down and storming out of the diner. Will this finally be the day that ends your homeless life for good? Oh my god. We're so cooked. We're gonna be fucking flayed into a steak now. You find yourself in front of an apartment door trying to catch your breath. You don't particularly know how, but you somehow manage to make it in time. However, now you aren't even sure that you are in front of the correct apartment in the first place. You were fully expecting some shady and old building, but it turned out to be an average apartment complex. Well, that makes it even more shady! Something you could probably never even dream of affording in your current state. You hesitate for a good minute before letting out an anxious sigh and pressing the doorbell button. You hear the ordinary buzz sound play on the other side of the door and then complete silence. The silence gets quickly interrupted though as you hear some faint footsteps behind the door. Oh, the door's open! Oh my god, okay. You jolt at the sound of a man's voice coming from within the apartment, but almost instinctively push the door open. Still hesitant, you awkwardly step into the entrance. As you walk in, you almost immediately get taken aback by your surroundings. You've replayed so many made-up horror scenarios in your head on the way here that the sight of an ordinary-looking hallway suddenly seems scarier than anything you could have come up with. No, because why is it such a good deal? You know, like, I mean, actually, it's not a good deal, but I mean, good money-wise and good for the situation, but like, I don't know, sharing a room with someone for $500? I don't know. And then he was literally like, just pull up. Just pull up. There's no one in sight, so you just default to a polite stance in front of the entrance door, not daring to make a single step. Now that you're actually in the apartment, and now that you've confirmed that it's more or less normal, your anxiety levels are going through the roof, you have to make a good impression. You won't have another chance like this. Trash, I assume. That's me! I'm trash. Oh my god! I don't know if I like him or not. He's a little disheveled, I will say that. You almost jump as a tall slouched man suddenly appears in one of the doorways of the hallway you are in. You don't immediately realize that he is dressed in a suit because of how disheveled and it's scrunchy, scruffy he appears to be. Albeit, you're not in any position to judge. His eye bags almost seem to merge with his dark eyes as he tiredly looks straight at you. If your eyesight was just a bit worse, you would have even thought he just had 2 big holes for eyes, given how pale his skin is otherwise. That's me. My name's actually, how did you guess? Are you psychic? That would indeed be me, sir. Captain! Bro, he's gonna bully us, bro. Get me out of here. He don't look the type that would like a joke, you know? Like, he would probably just be like, go kill yourself, please. Let's just go with that's me. I'll be late for work if we don't hurry, so if you just follow me to the kitchen. The man then wastes no time as he promptly walks into the kitchen, and you are left with no choice but to follow him in. You step inside the kitchen and once again get temporarily stunned by just how normal everything looks. Sure, you could tell that someone lives here by the small stains, patches of dust here and there, but if you had to choose, you'd happily use this space to take some photos for online housing ads or something. Speaking of photos, you thank heavens for the millionth time today. If Sungmin put up pictures of this apartment, it would have gotten snatched up before you could even apply. You don't know if it was just pure laziness or simple lack of time, but you couldn't feel more grateful to the man in front of you for leaving this listing so empty. Or he's a serial killer! Now if you look through these papers and sign the place I marked, the paper's on the table. It's the contract. Wait, is that it? That can't be it, right? He won't even ask for any additional information. But if you're concerned about the rent, the payment is obviously up front, but we can go through that in the evening. If I stay any longer, I'll probably get fired for being late. You're free to move your stuff and unpack though. Damn, bro, quickest fucking move-in ever. But if you're not interested, that's fine too, but then I'd appreciate it if you... No, I'll sign in. I'll sign, I'm interested. Wow, you're an eager one, aren't you? Right. Clearly this man is not too concerned about who his new flatmate will be. If he was, he wouldn't have put an empty listing and responded to a random application within minutes of receiving it. Bro, it's because he's a fucking serial killer. I feel it in my bones. I'm just saying. You can't even afford to care about his reasons at this point. I mean, if you're homeless, valid, I guess. Oh, my signature. Let's go. I'll give him the full, you know? Gotta give him that fancy shit. Hey, you wrote your name incorrectly. Oh wait, no, I just put trash, my bad. Sorry, okay. Just trash, sorry. After you sign, you audibly breathe out before handing the papers to Sungmin. He quickly goes through them and then nods at you. Great, your room is the one opposite of the bathroom. It's to the right of the kitchen. That should be it for now. Right. The man in front of you feels around his pockets for a brief second before putting his hands into one and then taking something out. He fumbles with the item a moment before he gets a firm grip on it. He is definitely clumsy to say the least. Here's the key. Just don't lose it. Hey, let's go! We're not homeless now! Anyways, we will handle the payment later. I should get going. Right. Lock the door after me. No!
Nope.
Yes, of course, right? Okay, so he does care about safety, even though he don't care that some random... You know, I'm just some random that just moved in, but, you know... Whatever, right? The dream of this generation not being homeless? Bro, for real. Still somewhat stupefied, you follow Sungmin back to the entrance where he proceeds to put his shoes on. Shoes that look as scruffy as he is, and then stand straight in the front of the door. As straight as his slouched back allows him to. Just make sure you lock it properly. And don't let strangers in. Technically, I'm a stranger and you let me in. I just don't... you know what, we're not homeless, we're just gonna... I'd be happy to have you for dinner. I don't know about the way you worded that, sir. You'd be happy to have me for dinner, or you'd be happy to have me eat dinner with you? There's words that need to be changed. Want to have me for dinner in the sus kind of way, or like, do you want me to die? There's differences here. Oh god, context, bro. Please, context. And don't give me that smile either. With that, he leaves through the door in the entrance, nearly tripping over the welcome mat. Again, happens every time. I like how we didn't like acknowledge that though. Like, we You know, me and you, we acknowledge that, but like, our character's just like, we're not homeless. You own a key, you can lock a door, you can sleep in your own room. So simple yet so foreign. You squeeze the key that's already made home in your palm, and you can't help but let a nervous smile curl your lips. I did it. I really did. Still overcoming with a mix of relief and excitement, you locate your room that, just like Sungmin said, is opposite of the bathroom. If I just got out of homelessness, I wouldn't give a fuck either. I mean, no facts though. She said she was, what was it, 11 months? Like almost a year? You walk through a simple door into a bedroom that appears to be just as simple. You're surprised to find that it's actually fully furnished, bed and desk included. At this point, you wouldn't even mind sleeping on the floor, but seeing how the bed even has its own bed sheets, you almost tear up. And she's like, "In this economy, bed sheets?" Well, I guess I might as well unpack. The only good thing about being homeless is, besides the backpack always glued to your shoulder, you have no other things. Hey, unpacking minigame, let's go. Fucking toothbrush, bro. Why does it have a hair in it, bro? Get them pubes out of here. World's driest shampoo, 100% less moisture. That's crazy. My hair is already straw. I don't think I'd use that. DNA alert, stop, do not resuscitate. She said if I die, I die. I need that. Do not resuscitate. If I'm gone, let me free. Just let me go. It feels like the luck you've accumulated through the year was all poured into this one day. Who knows, maybe in the future you'll be able to rent an apartment of your own. Everything seems possible now. It really does. Oh my god. You know when things are going too well, that's not gonna last, you know, like, it's just not. It's just, that's not how life works. You don't notice how your eyelids start to feel heavier and heavier, and by the time you realize and open your eyes, a few minutes have passed. A few minutes have passed. Luckily, though, you don't have a shift today. Might as well take a nap. A really lucky day, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm already dreading it. I'm already dreading it. Left with no energy to even think, you let yourself fall into a slumber. When you open your eyes again, it's dark outside. Feeling strangely satisfied and refreshed, you stretch and slowly sit up. I haven't slept this good in a long time. Oh shit. Right, he said that— I'm not gonna read his name every time because I'm gonna fuck it up. I already fuck up regular words, so just— if I skip his name a few times, just ignore that. He said that you'd sort out the rent payment in the evening, and he even offered to have dinner together. Free food. Crap, but this is not what's important right now. You feel a sense of anxiety build up in your throat as you check the time on your phone. 10:27 p.m. Crap. That's a late dinner. While you silently curse yourself for being so careless, you get off the bed and start unconsciously walking back and forth. Bro, he's gonna be like, "You didn't show up for my dinner! It's time to murder you!" Bro, oh my god, we're cooked. I mean, if he really cared, he would have woken me up, right? Oh no, we're cooked. We're cooked. We're so cooked. It's not like you locked the room or anything. Speaking of that, is he even home? You cautiously tiptoe towards the door, quietly putting your ear against it, trying to see if you could catch any sounds. Make out some footstep sounds and moving noises coming from the outside of your room. Great! Wonderful! You're not getting kicked out just yet. Maybe the dinner offer is still on the table. Not wanting to wait any longer, you swing the door open and walk into the hallway. I'm scared. Surprisingly, the hallway looks really different when it's dark. It almost has a new feel to it. Very different from the plastic perfect filming set you witnessed earlier. You don't spend much time mulling over your perception of the hallway though, as your attention is caught by the light coming from the kitchen. Oh my god. The sounds are coming from there too. You don't have to be a Sherlock to deduce that Sungmin is there, so not wasting any time, you walk towards the light. Wait, what? This can't be. What is he doing? Queen of the kitchen! Oh my god. Yo, I'm more of a I'm more of a more of a breast kind of guy, if you ask me, bro. Oh, hey! What's up? Not the chomp, bro. Get it out of here. Oh my god. Bro, he's a diva, guys. He's a queen. This can't be that, right? Oh, come on, Trash. You're not stupid. There has to be an explanation. Right. That's early Halloween decorations, movie props, or hyper-realistic cake. Hyper-realistic cake. So stupid. Is that a hyper-realistic cake you're making? Yup. Yup. You know, like those videos where everything is cake? Those are cake, right? He's like, oh, yeah. No, these are real. Bro doesn't even care. He just... He's like, no. It is what it is. Oh, come on. You're supposed to agree with me. Oh, sorry. This is just a weird looking pig. If you pick up what I'm putting down. I think I gotta go back to being homeless real quick. Worst serial killer ever. If you think about calling the police, I'd advise you against it. Of course you're calling the police. Next thing you'll know, it'll be... Wait, did I read that wrong? I don't know if I read that wrong, but anyway. Next thing you'll know, it'll be your leg that's on that cutting board. You just got out of homelessness and you're not about to die to some cannibal serial murderer in a pink apron. She said, I'll die to any other serial killer, but not you. You're fruity. You understand that if I get arrested, you'll no longer be able to stay here, right? Bro, no! He's fucking blackmailing us! Oh my god. Oh, we're cooked. Do you read thoughts too? I don't. How do you know I want to stay here anyways? Bro, we're just gonna be okay with this, alright. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is totally fine. Just so you know, Mr. Sungmin, I have a grandma I can stay with at any time. No, you don't, Miss Trash. Hey. Don't call me that. We're not on first name basis anymore. Even if you do, you probably hate her enough to apply at some random suspicious listing and sign a contract in the same day. Alright, listen here, buddy. You don't gotta call us out like that. Call the police. I'm not gonna fucking call the police. What do you? I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm stupid, but like... Bro's literally just probably gonna like... And we're cooked. Like, we're so cooked. No, he's right. There's nowhere else you could go now. Your only choice would be to return to homelessness. Homelessness or staying with serial killer? What do we do? No. This... Are you going to eat it? Yeah. It's too much meat though, so I'm gonna store it for the future. I don't get such tender meat often. It would be a pity if it went to waste. That wasn't the dinner he was talking about, was it? What are you even supposed to do now? Do you really have a tolerance? Do you really have to tolerate a cannibal living literally in the same apartment as you? Living with the serial killer because times are tough. In this economy, gotta do what you gotta do. The feeling of your skin being so dirty that no matter how hard you scrub it, nothing makes you feel clean. The long nights spent under the... I really can't believe she's comparing living on the streets to this, right? Oh my god. Going through pounds of discarded food just to be chased away by minimum wage employees that, in retrospect, are in no better situation than your own. You shudder at the memories. Listen. Yes. Ah, shit. Whatever. Anything's better than going back there at this point. Damn, it's rough out here. If they catch you, don't involve me. And, like, don't eat me. Deal? Hey, at least he's got some morals, I guess. It might take me a while, and as you can see, it's really messy, so let's talk about your payment tomorrow. Yeah, I can see you've got a little something. Well, everywhere? Oopsies, didn't realize! Is it bad that I think he's funny? The fact that he didn't eat you right away, that was kind of insulting. He's like, that's poor meat right there. We got standards. I guess I'll have to come up with another explanation for the dry cleaners. He takes that shit to the dry cleaners. Goodbye. Last time they didn't believe me that it's just paint. Why are suits such a pain? You couldn't have done it in any other outfit. Like, you're wearing a pink queen of the kitchen apron. You couldn't have just put on like a maid outfit or something and then been like, oh no, I got cherry syrup on it. Well, you probably better go to sleep. Unless you want to watch. Bro could be doing it naked? That's facts though. Hey. You're not wrong. No thanks. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah. Good night, my new housemate. Don't fucking call me that! No! Don't forget I know where you sleep.
Bruh.
Oh, so he's got jokes. He's got jokes. We literally live in the same apartment. Why wouldn't you? Just thought I should remind you, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Good night, trash. Oh my god. You feel like you wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. I mean, to be fair, we also just woke up from sleeping the whole day also, so. Bro lost all his killer aura. He's literally goofy, bro. He's not intimidating in the slightest. He's just he's like if Leon was a serial killer. He's got jokes, bro. He's got them dad jokes. You feel like you won't be able to sleep tonight, but surprisingly you zonk out pretty quickly. The fucking survival instincts of a rock, bro. The next few days, you're still overcome with a faint sense of panic, afraid that Sungmin will eat you, or even worse, the police finds him and you will have to go back to the streets. Not worried about getting arrested for being like an accomplice and knowing this shit, just literally like, oh no, I'm going back to the streets. Oh my god. But contrary to your fears, nothing really happens. In fact, after handling the first rent payment and enduring Sungmin's awkward attempts at thanking you, you don't see him all that much. Regardless of how under-socialized he seems, he's fairly polite when you do encounter. Like, he's got morals, you know? He's not a terrible guy. Sungmin seems to work some pretty brutal hours at his office job. Your apartment is basically a ghost town half of the time. You wouldn't be surprised if there were literal ghosts haunting this place considering all the bodies piling up around here. You're lucky that your shifts usually start early in the mornings and end somewhere during the daytime or evening, unlike Sungmin's grueling schedule. At first, you thought you'd at least cross paths with him in the afternoons, but as it turns out, he typically comes home rather late at night. It's unlikely that your housemate is getting a full 8 hours of beauty sleep. 3 weeks pass by without you noticing, and you still can count the amount of times you've crossed paths with him on one hand. Those few times that you did see him, you could feel his gaze linger on you. No! Please! I'm paying rent, please! You're not sure what it's about, but even when he's not around, you can still feel his eyes lapping at your skin. Gulp! Okay! Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night to see sounds coming from the kitchen when your imagination twists into the sickest imagery. But that aside, you really have nothing to complain about. You can't be more grateful to have a solid roof above your head and somewhere to return after work every day. Some form of steady housing really does change your life. You don't have to worry about where to sleep every single night, not being able to shower when you want, about the chance of getting robbed if you're not careful enough, and bro, we're worried about being robbed? I'm so done with this chick, bro. About having some privacy and so on. You hate to admit it, but you really don't regret staying here even a bit. Oh my god, you condemn what Sungmin does, considering you're not really exposed to it anyway. Even the constant dread of being butchered or kicked out if he's ever found out slowly leaves your mind. Despite how absolutely worn out he appears to be, he's very mindful about the cleanliness of your common space. You know what? W serial killer. Surprising, even your fun starts to look better now that you're able to take on more hours and leech off his Wi-Fi. Bro, I wouldn't leech off that man's Wi-Fi. What if he finds out and he's like, girl, you didn't pay up your part of the bargain. I just gotta take off some toes from you, you know? Gotta take off some fingers. Just a little appetizer for the Wi-Fi. Hell, you even start considering getting a second job. Everything seems almost too good to be true. Toes as a treat. just a little treat. Uh-oh. Oh my god, what is he gonna do? I'm so scared. Help! This is where it's gonna go downhill. This is where it ends. A loud sound coming from somewhere within the apartment suddenly pulls you out of your slumber. Did something fall, or even worse, someone? An image of Sungmin dragging a new corpse into the apartment suddenly pops in your head. Irk. But what if something happened? Oh yeah, we're gonna be worried about a serial killer. My bad. You spend a couple minutes of sleepily contemplating if you rather this sound be a corpse about to be devoured by your landlord, or the very same landlord collapsing on the floor. Ugh, whatever. If it's a corpse, I'll just pretend it's a hyper-realistic cake. Oh my god. Yeah, cake. It's gonna be like, oh, he fainted in the hallway and I have to save him, and like, he's gonna appreciate me, and then he's gonna fall in love with us, and then we're gonna have a crazy serial killer boyfriend. That's just my assumption. As you step into the hallway, you quickly realize you're worried for no reason. Your housemate is on the floor looking as if he collapsed. You see? I know, I played too many of these. Hello? Hey. No need to yell. Oh, finally. Good morning, USA! What happened? You okay? I wanted to shower, but I'm too tired. I'm not gonna bathe you, sir. And hungry. Now that he mentions it, you do realize the man in front of you smells. Oh my god. Badly! He stinks! Awfully. You might even say abhorrently. Your thesaurus session of listing synonyms for the word bad gets interrupted by Sungmin lightly groaning as he attempts to stand up. Oh, stinky! Jeez, what time even is it? Definitely past 12 a.m. at this point. And he just came from work? I think he's doing other things other than work. You know, maybe he goes to work, and then maybe he comes back late at night because he's doing other things. You know? As just another wage slave, you can't help but feel bad for him. Oh my god, guys, my roommate's a serial killer, but he just passed out because his long day at work, his 9 to 5 killed his ass, bro. Guys, wait. He's killing people to let out the stress of his 9 to 5. It's rough out here. Sure, he might be living in this nice apartment and you wouldn't lie if you said you didn't feel a twinge of jealousy. But what even is the point of having it if you just come here to sleep? See? Facts! This newfound sense of camaraderie fills you with enough sympathy to want to help the man in front of you. You see what I'm saying? Bro, if we fucking bathe him, goodbye. He's gonna like us now. We're cooked. Some people play video games. Some take up cannibalism. Yeah, it depends on your taste, you know? Okay, I'll give you a hand. Is it gonna be a chopped up hand? Okay, I need to stop. I make dad jokes and I'm not even a dad. You know, a hand. Just don't bite it! Are we actually giving him a hand, bro? Please. We're so... you know, maybe we do deserve to live here. I know you're hungry and all, but I'm not food. I remember that. You stretched your hand towards the collapsed Sungmin as he dumbfoundedly looks back at you. Finally, he grabs it with his and heavily gets up. Oh, hey! Bro looks fucked up. There we go. Okay, go shower and I'll make you something in the meantime. Let's please not cook the human meat in the fridge. Thank you. What? Are you sure? Yes, I am. I like how we didn't even ask him, like, hey, why are you a cannibal? We just kind of were like, you know what? He does his thing, I'll do my thing. You're about to cook cumin. No! No, please, no. Well, that's that. Time to cook now, I suppose. No, girl, don't do it. For a second, you wonder if you should put Sungmin's Queen of the Kitchen apron on! Nah, bro. We can't take that job from that diva, okay? Queen, we can't take that diva job, okay? You immediately start checking the drawers and cupboards in search for ingredients. You and Sungmin haven't really divided the kitchen space, but since you don't have a lot of things anyways, you took the liberty of picking an empty one and stored most of your things in there. As you go through the cupboards, you quickly realize apart from the condiments and instant ramen, there's nothing of nutritional value. In fact, most cupboard designated for foods are just filled to the brim with nothing but cup ramen. What the? You already felt bad for it, but now you feel really bad. Okay, so bro, see, like, bro's just struggling, you know? He only eats ramen. Oh my god! He eats raw men! I'll leave. I'll see myself out! You feel so bad, in fact, that you check your own cupboard to see if you can make anything with your stuff instead. Unfortunately, it happens to be the day when you ran out of almost everything, and beside a sad handful of oatmeal staring back at you from the bottom of the jar, there's nothing you could turn into a sustainable meal. We're gonna make human. We're gonna make human. Cup ramen it is, I guess. You pick a random pork flavored package and start cooking. Hey, let's go! Cooking time! Hey, hey, hey. Okay, alright. Heating up the water, okay. Okay, we lift up the... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hey. Got an item. Let's go. Tonkatsu ramen. He's gonna walk in, he's gonna be like, I just need to put a little bit of... Let me just... All of a sudden, an idea pops into your head. An idea that is so foreign. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You wonder if he started going insane cooking that cup ramen. I mean, he's a cannibal, so... Well, there's the ramen! What if you made some human meat for him to go together with ramen? No! No! We're cooked! In fact, he doesn't store anything in the fridge at all. His side is always empty and yours just has some occasional milk and eggs. Well, I'm calling the cops! Don't tell me he's just been surviving off instant ramen and human meat! Times are tough out here, bro. Times are tough. It's not really time to contemplate about Sungmin's dietary choices at the moment. He will probably be out of the shower soon. Listen, I already know in my brain, at least he's getting protein. If we cook the human meat, he's gonna be like, oh, she's so fine. I love her. Like, oh, we're meant to be forever, together forever. And then if we don't cook the human meat, he's gonna be like, this bitch. Like, you know, this is just a trap. This is literally just a trap. Either way, if we cook it, he's gonna like us. And then we're fucked and we're staying here forever. If we don't cook it, we might be next. Cook the human meat. We're gonna give him ramen for his ramen, okay? It would only be natural to cook some human meat for him, right? You swallow as you open the freezer, cold air pouring out of it as it's some sort of evil premonition. It's just chicken or pork or fish. Yeah, totally. I got that recorded. No. No, it wasn't. It's a game. I swear. You absentmindedly take out a pan and start the typical process of frying meat. Heat up the pan, pour some oil. By the time you're supposed to put the meat on the pan, you've relaxed enough. You can easily do it. Thankfully, Sungmin has already pre-cut it into thin slices, leaving you with the easy parts of the job. After a couple minutes of spacing out in front of the stove, a familiar smell brings you back to reality. Pork. It smells like pork. Okay. Did you really manage to convince yourself that this is pork? If we fucking eat this shit, bro. What in the... Hey. What the fuck is that shirt, dog? Dog, what is that? He ate that? Bro. You have some explaining to do. Bro, I didn't impregnate this man, I swear to God. What the fuck? Sungmin, yes? Are you pregnant? Bro, what is going on? Oh, good God, bro. He's submissive and breedable, guys. We did it. No. Have you ever been pregnant? No. Have you ever been pregnant? What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck? No, I haven't. What is with the squid? Bro, do you not know what you're wearing? Never mind. What do you mean, never mind, bro? I couldn't find anything, so I made some cup ramen and I'm frying some human meat. Sungmin raises his eyebrows for a second and takes a step towards you. Oh god. Oh god, we fucked up. Oh my god, he's gonna eat us in the sus way. I think we may have done something. He is gonna be pregnant now. Instinctively, you take a step back. Is he not happy? You're burning it. Well then, my bad. Ow! Oh wait, you're right. Can you fetch my glasses from the bathroom? Bro's blind. That's why he doesn't know what the fuck he's wearing. But I still want to know where he got that shirt from. Sighing, you step into the bathroom. Searching time. Hey. There is a fucking tooth in the corner. What the fuck? You know what? I tried. Okay. When you successfully get his glasses and return to the kitchen, you find him already sitting at the bar table with the food ready in front of him. You hand Sungmin the glasses, his cold bony fingers brush against yours as he takes them. Don't fucking touch me! A bit hesitantly grab a stool and sit on the opposite side of him. Oh god. The fucking shirt, bro. You assume that Sungmin will start talking first, but surprisingly he continues eating, completely ignoring your presence. Seems like you'll have to be the one to start the convo. How about we don't? How about we go to our room and, like, not? I don't want to ask him what he tastes like, because he's gonna be like, you want some? And like, no. We already cooked human meat. We don't need to eat it, you know? I'm good. I want to ask him why he needed a housemate. He's probably gonna be like, bro, I work all fucking day and all fucking night. I can't afford shit. Why do you need a housemate? Hey, Sungmin. Why do you need a housemate? He said, money. Oh. It's getting expensive to live in general and I'm still paying off my mortgage for the apartment. Guys, we're all just cooked in this economy. Seems like cannibals have human worries like this, huh? Nevertheless, you can't help but admit that you much rather prefer this bloodthirsty cannibal's company to your homeless life. It's fucking crazy, bro. What a cursed world we live in, huh? Hey, trash. Huh. Thanks for the meal. Ah, yeah, of course. You know, it's been a long time since someone made me a meal. I wonder why! Instead of me making a meal out of them. Is that his attempt at humor? Bro thinks he's got jokes. I can't remember the last time that I had living company over. That's wild. I mean, yeah, if you are eating your friends or whoever, yeah, probably don't have people over often. Being a cog in the capitalistic machine does that to you, though. Dude, why are we talking about real life right now? Bro's an actual murderer and we're just here like, damn, this economy, bro. That's how bad the economy is. It kills your social life. You know what also kills your social life is probably you eating people and wearing an I am pregnant shirt. What I'm trying to say is thank you for spending time with me. I'm just doing it to live, okay? Please. I'll probably head to bed after doing the dishes while there's still time to sleep. You should probably do the same. Sorry for waking you up. How did you already have that puffy morning face? Well, at least he's honest, but he's also right. You almost start falling back asleep while sitting with him there. You'd rather unkeep your sleeping schedule if you want to get a second job. Oh, upkeep your sleeping schedule if you want to get a second job. That wasn't an insult, by the way. It's kind of cute, actually. Get out! No! Well, I'll leave you to it then. Good night, Sungmin. Good night, Trash. Sweet dreams. With that, you go back to your room and quickly find yourself falling asleep in the warm embrace of your bed. The next day, you can't help but mentally go back to your encounter with Sungmin. You feel that he is... Bro! Charming is wild! Smash! You know, I hate that I agree with that. Well, sorry, my cat climbed on the keyboard! Interesting and then horrifying is the next word. Yep, yeah, I agree. He's not a terrible person. I say hesitantly. I love a toxic man that I can fix. There's a serial killer that won a dating game show before. Honestly, like, it's because I have this theory because, you know, like, what is it, like, Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, like, most serial killers that actually have, like, how do you call it, like, they like, mask themselves, you know, that they know, like, oh, I don't have the ability to feel, like, bad for people or, like, to feel emotions, so they kind of mask it, and they actually make themselves kind of charming. And that's how, like, they lure people in. So I feel like this dude's not charming. He's not charming because bro is antisocial, right? He's not charming, but he's not charming. He's not terrible. He's just a guy, you know. He's just stressed. So you're basically saying Smash. I'm not gonna confirm nor deny that accusation. He's interesting. Well, there's something about him, something that weirdly interests you, despite him being a cannibal and a murderer. He's not on the Smash list. Oh, I'm exposing myself on the internet. Jesus. You almost feel bad about your morbid interest, but your gratitude for the housing opportunity is far more than your crumbling morals. You know, she just keeps saying that, like, it's about not being homeless, but I think there's other things going on here. Who knows, maybe you've already started losing your mind with all that's been happening. Or perhaps he started infecting you with his own insanity. I think the moment that we saw the leg in the kitchen and we were like, you know what, I'd rather pick this over being homeless, I think that's when the insanity happened, you know? You still can't ignore the strange fascination and spend the whole day thinking about it. You're so absorbed in your thoughts that you don't even realize how quickly the day passes. In the end, you go to bed completely exhausted after another day of hard work. Seriously? Again? It hasn't even been a full day, for God's sake. This time you don't waste your time sitting around and immediately get up and swing your door open as you step into the hallway. You stop in your tracks almost momentarily. The hallway turns out to be empty. And there's a sound of water coming from the bathroom. He's probably showering in there. Bro, he passed out in the shower. We're gonna see his gooch. Oh my god. Then what was that noise? Surely you're not going insane yet, are you? You hesitantly walk forward before noticing something around the corner that was not there before. Something red. Oh, it's just a corpse. It's just a corpse. Wait, a corpse? It's like you somehow jinxed it yesterday. Bro, we're gonna act like we didn't know he's been doing this the whole time. Like, you can't just know. We're about to see some mingling. Dude, you guys are fucking hilarious. Based on the amount of meat you saw in the freezer. Oh, we're gonna see some meat. We're gonna see some meat. Why would he need to tie it up, though? Maybe he's into that. Oh, she's alive. Oh, she's alive. Oh, this is awkward. Sungmin, help. What the? Alright, okay, seems like this corpse is not so dead. Why would he not cover her mouth? Please spare me, I haven't done anything. Right. And what are you supposed to do now? A terrified woman stares at you with a desperate plea in her eyes, her arms and legs both tied with layers of thick rope. Definitely not something you'd expect or were ready to deal with when you left your room. You mentally curse at Sungmin. You're not gonna hurt me, are you? This is a test, guys! Easy way to fix this! Not the gun! I mean, dude, at this point, like, we're so in it, like, we have to. Like, it's, if we let her go, she's gonna report him, and then we're homeless again, you know? We're going by that mentality, right? I think it's a test, you know? Like, I think he did this on purpose to see. No, I'm not with that guy. Jesus, this woman looks petrified. Well, no wonder, she's practically head to toe covered in blood. But this is really awkward. She's just a poor innocent person with an insane lack of luck, and you know her fate better than anyone. Then please, will you help me? Instead of responding, you just rub the back of your neck, feeling conflicted. She's like, oh, being homeless, guys, bro. It's just, I just can't do it. At the sight of that, the woman's face sinks in growing hopelessness. I'd love to help you, but I like having a bed more. Dude, that's literally the whole mentality, bro. I'm Alicia. Bro, she's trying to get us to free her. I'd say nice to meet you, but this is probably not the best time for that. Why has everyone got jokes, bro? Come on, you're about to die. Yeah. God, he's so scary. I was just walking down the alley from work, and then he jumped out of nowhere. What did I do to deserve this? You walk down an alleyway at night. That's your first, it's your first mistake. She kind of looks well off, though. I'm not gonna lie. What if we save her and we get put in a mansion? Hit her in the head and go to bed! Eat the rich. You know what? Actually, you're right. You're right. I'm good. You're on your own! Instead of fear, Alicia's face contorts with rage. Oh! How dare you! How dare you refuse me? Okay, you know what? I'm glad we did it. Do you even know who I am? No, I don't. Thank you. I can see that you're rich. You know what? I'm about to do it for him. The fuck? Her yelling seems to attract the attention because freshly showered Sungmin creeps out from the bathroom. Slowly, he slinks up behind Alicia as he reaches for the light switch. Oh. What the fuck? The fucking boat? Who the fuck farted, bro? Bro just took a shower too. I can already tell he is wearing a fucking one of those werewolf shirts that are like, ah! This made me hungry. Good thing I brought home takeout. At first, his remark confuses you until you glance down towards Alicia. That's definitely one way to call her corpse. Hey, Trash. You nervously look up at him. He doesn't want to make you into a home-cooked meal now, does he? What you made me yesterday was decent. Oh, we're gonna become his fucking housewife, bro. And your company was quite energizing. Ugh. Alright. So I was thinking, maybe we could cook together. Oh, I knew it. I knew it, bro. He's just a lonely guy. Dude, he's smiling, bro. Like, he's making me like him and I'm angry about it. We could share too. Alright, we gotta pause there, buddy. We gotta pause. Well, that's definitely out of character. On one hand, you kind of feel afraid to agree. On the other hand, you feel afraid to say no. But hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be a good bonding opportunity. Help him cook or don't help him cook. Bro, if I fucking don't help him, like, we're already so deep in it, bro. Like, I have to help. Like, it's not even an option anymore. I have to help him now. You have no qualms about helping Sungmin cook her. At this point, you've already done far worse than cooking a person. Plus, being on good terms with Sungmin, who is very much alive compared to Alicia, seems way more important right now. Sounds delightful is crazy. I'm kind of a professional chef though, so stand back! I'm fucking gone, bro. Well, you're definitely not bad. So you should get more practice cooking meat of the human variety. Sungmin takes his bloody apron off after carrying Alicia into the kitchen. It doesn't help make him look any less scary though, as his exposed skin is drenched in her blood. Guys, he's exposing skin out here. Human my chance, alpha my choice. Oh, I love it here. Oh my god. Well, I was thinking of making curry. Oh, so you can make something besides instant ramen. I actually enjoy cooking quite a bit. Yeah, I would assume you know how to cook if you fillet humans. I love this dude's fashion sense. I need all of the shirts this man wears. If I didn't have to work this much, I'd probably spend more time indulging in that hobby. Wait, wouldn't that mean he would kill more people? Without beating around the bush, Sungmin promptly puts you to work at a cutting board. Meanwhile, he starts cooking rice and cleaning the remains of Alicia off himself. Well, time to get chopping. Oh, okay, guys, let's go. Hey. Why are we're slapping the carrot, not cutting it? Why did it make a noise? Why did it sound like that? I don't like these noises. What the fuck? Don't slap the carrot! Oh! Beat the veggies to death? I can beat something. I'm sorry. Oh! Once you're both done with cooking, Sungmin takes out a second plate and looks at you questioningly. Seems like your landlord is inviting you to join him for a meal. Oh god, this is where we don't go back. A cannibal meal? Eat with him. Oh, we're so deep though. That's what she said, but we're so deep though. I feel like it's impossible to say no now. We've gone this far. We've gone this far. You already helped him cook human meat. Might as well eat the fruit. Try the fruits of your labor. Take the plate and then say smash and throw it on him and eat it off his body. I think he'd like that. I would be so real. He is he really just your landlord now? No, literally, like at this point. Like, nod at Sungmin and he fills the plate with freshly made curry. Human curry. Yay! Various seasonings in the dish create a romantic, hot and heavy, yet sweet, mouth-watering fragrance. Why would you... Romantic is crazy, bro. Right, you nearly forgot that this curry is topped off with a nice serving of Alicia. Oh my god. we're too far gone. The wolf took me out, bro. This seems like a good opportunity to get to know Sungmin a little better, though. Oh god, alright. What's up with your wardrobe? Bro, I have to ask him that. Like, I'm curious to know his backstory, but the wardrobe. Sungmin, what's up with your wardrobe? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you know, your t-shirts and stuff. What about them? The phrases on them. Huh? You know what? Never mind. Bro! No, there ain't no way. Bro, he's gotta know what he's doing, bro. You can't keep looking at it. You have to do something about it. Actually, do you want to go shopping together? I'm fucking gone, bro. He literally just grabbed a pile of shirts at Goodwill and was like, this is mine. That's like, didn't even check a single one of them. I need some new clothes anyway. Well, I don't necessarily see why I need new clothes. Bro, guys, he doesn't know. He don't fucking understand. He's a little acoustic, guys. But maybe a couple new t-shirts would be nice. Seems like you might have just scored a date with a cannibal. Excuse me? He seeks out victims with crazy t-shirts. He's like, I like their style. Staring down at your bowl, you find yourself hesitating. Are you guilty, ashamed, mortified at the choices you've made to get yourself to this point? You should be. You know logically that you should feel all of these things, but... It's always a but. Fuck, you really made some killer curry? Haha, ta-da, killer curry. Wouldn't a normal, regular person be disgusted by this? Yeah, but we're built different, apparently. Maybe you're not regular? No! We didn't determine that from the start! Maybe there are two sides of you fighting for dominance, a devil and an angel. There are two wolves inside you, Anna. I've never met anyone who heard me out after learning that I'm a cannibal. Somehow you're not surprised. Yeah, I think I would be surprised if there was more than one person. After all, it's not like there's some kind of cannibal cafe for him to mingle at. New job idea? Being a cannibal is bound to be lonely, huh? Not to mention that it doesn't really seem like Sungmin has a lot of time to make friends otherwise. People are typically quick to judge me even if they don't know anything about me. You know, I'm not even gonna say anything. But I care about what you think. Don't fucking smirk at me, bruh. Don't fucking do that. I think your presence is really changing me. I'm really bad with words, but I appreciate you for trying to get to know me. No problem! He's raising you up! Oh my god. It means a lot to me. And you mean... Did he just fall asleep? Bruh. Sungmin's bedroom is kind of a pigsty, to put it nicely. It's surprising considering the state of the rest of the apartment. The shared space is always very tidy. You have no clue where he gets the energy to keep them clean, but you're thankful for it. It must be really taxing on him. Stepping over his unironed clothes strewn about the floor, you carefully guide Sungmin to his unmade bed. Exhausted, he collapses against the sheets. You don't even get to say goodnight before the sounds of his soft snoring fills the room. With the job well done, you retire to your own bedroom for the night. I'm afraid now! Goofiest serial killer. No, dude, for sure. He's literally so goofy. But I am going to continue this. I think on Tuesday. I have it pulled up for Tuesday. That was fun and fucking goofy as hell. Honestly, I didn't expect that shit. The fucking t-shirts. I don't know. All I knew about this game before I played it, you have like a serial killer roommate or like a crazy roommate. That's all that I read from it, and I was like, I love a cute art style with serial killers. Like that's just my thing. Okay, I like a good serial killer or crazy man with a cute art style. You know, that's just my thing. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, and I will stream this again next week. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.